Hello everyone, how are we? Oh, I don't even have my microphone on. My mind is not that powerful. Basically, I just wanted to say that the microphone, when I plugged it in, I obviously didn't plug it in right, so there was like a weird crackling noise happening the whole time. I am putting the timestamp here of when that crackling stopped, but I'm really sorry, my microphone was just crackling up until that point, so just wanted to let you know. Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? I am doing okay. Cool. So for today's video, I thought that I would do a how I take notes on my iPad Pro, but it's not the new iPad Pro, it's the old one. It's not the one with like the 3 cameras, it's the one with the 1 camera, just because I received this back in Christmas of 2018, so I've had it for a while. I did make one of these videos like a while ago, but I just didn't like how it came out, and I wasn't really that helpful, to put it short. So I basically just thought I would do it again, and that's what today's video is. So I don't really like long intros, so let's get on with it. So this is the 2018 iPad Pro, and it's the 11-inch or 10.5. It's not the big one, it's the smaller one. I take this to school, and when I tell you that the big one is big, obviously, like almost a bit too big for my backpack, it's just like, this is just the perfect sort of like portable size for me, and like I can take it everywhere, like put it in my bag, and it's like not huge. I mean, I would recommend the 12.9 or however big it is if you're just keeping it in your house, because obviously like if it's bigger, it's gonna be like better to write on, but for me this was the better size. I then also have the Apple Pencil. I don't know if you can get like a better one than this, but I just have like the standard one. And then I also have the Folio keyboard from Apple, which is a hefty investment that I had to, like, it was like £180 I think, and the pencil was like 100 and something pounds. The iPad I was gifted for Christmas, but like the other things, all of the rest of it I bought myself, so it was a very large investment, but it was worth it in the long run. From like the last 2 years, I literally use this every day. And then also something that I literally added to my iPad yesterday was I kept on looking at these iPad videos because I was just like getting inspired, because I've been studying history, sadly, recently, and a lot of people use the paper-like screen protector, which is basically like one that's supposed to feel like paper, and it's a screen protector. It's £40 for a screen protector. That does not run well with me. That does not run well. I literally went on Amazon, got the first one I could see for £6. I'm awful at putting screen protectors on. Me and my mum were stressing out yesterday when putting it on. There is air bubbles, but you know, I don't mind. It just adds to the effect. So, but that is everything that I've got for like the supplies that I have my iPad. So let's get on to the note taking. Hey girlies and boysies. I think I'm gonna do like a voiceover, because I don't really want to be like, here's me writing guys. I think I'll just do a voiceover later. And I have nothing to study. Well, I do, but I don't really want to study because I feel a bit ooey. Firstly, I will talk about, I use GoodNotes because Notability, it's ability loved. Notability I never downloaded. This was just the first one I downloaded because it just was. I kind of saw reviews and I looked at videos. GoodNotes kind of just looks a bit like nicer. No offense to all my Notability fans, did not mean to anger you. I'll first just show you like the way that I organize my stuff, I guess. Look, oh my god, look at the air bubbles on. You guys, okay, don't judge me, I can't do it. This is how GoodNotes works, if you're curious. Looks like that. I have only started studying history because art and photography, I have nothing to study. So the only A-level that I have to study is history, thank God. And I'm still really bad at it, which I don't really get. So you just open that, then I have Tudors and Cold War. I basically click this little plus here, and you can divide everything into either folders or notebooks. So I just use folders for like the main topics. And then I have folders for each monarch, for Tudors at least. So this is Henry VII, and then I'll have, you know, the 8th and the rest of them, which I don't know who they are yet. And then you open that, and I just have a notebook, which I'm not sure yet if I'm just gonna have a notebook with all of my notes. I'm not sure whether that'll be a bit messy. And then this is, okay, it looks a bit chaotic, I can admit, as to why you would think that. Basically, I use the Cornell note-taking method, which is the only method that I learned. I literally learned about this like 4 days ago. It's basically, I downloaded a template, which is this one here, from this girl. I will link the template, if I can find it, down below, and you basically just download it to your Google Drive. She has a video on it, I think. I'll try and link her channel and I'll link the video. But I just downloaded her Cornell note-taking template. So this is the one that I use. And it basically just like divides your page so that then you write all your questions down here. So you write like all the questions about what you're writing about. Then it basically just like triggers your memory when you're talking about stuff. And yeah, now I'm gonna go over into the voiceover bit and actually show you how I do stuff that I do. So enjoy. So first off, I'm going to show you how I make my titles. I use Procreate just because it's the app that I use, and I just open a screen size. That basically just means that you open up something that's like the size of your screen. It just works. And then you have to go in, pick a color. I normally pick like a muted sort of like pastel color. And then what you have to do is go into the calligraphy section in the brush library and then go to the brush pen. I then just take time to like test what size works best and like the opacity and all stuff like that, and just make it look as good as possible. I literally just wrote the word history because I couldn't think of another word. I'm not very good at calligraphy, so please don't drag me and think that I'm like a professional, because I'm really not. Then I have to save it when you literally first have to turn off the background layer. That's what makes it a PNG, which basically means like transparent. Then you just have to go in and save it as a PNG, and then it will literally be clear when you put it into your GoodNotes. Then you just pick the drawing that you made and then resize it on the page, and that is how I make that title. Another title that I like to make is this block title. So I literally go in and pick the pen tool and change it to the largest size possible, which makes it as thick as possible. And then you pick the white color, and you need to change it to a very small size. I had to try a few times to get it right, but then I literally just go in and make like a shadow effect. I just use it because it sometimes looks good. Okay, so to color code my notes, first off, I use a red color, which is basically the main question or the main topic. And there is my document in GoodNotes there. If you zoom in, you might be able to see where I use the red color. Then I have a yellow color, and this is like the important key information. Basically, in the paragraphs, the key information I will put in yellow. Then finally, I have white, which is basically just like the other general knowledge, which isn't too important. Then for the Cornell note-taking method, the questions that I use down the side, I will place down that little side column in red just so that they stand out, so that I can quickly look at them and recall my memory. Here is an example of me doing one of the Cornell note-taking methods. So there's one at the top there on the Potsdam method, and then I'm actually writing one about the Battle of Bosworth. If you do history, you know what I'm talking about. If you do Tudors. So here I am literally just writing out the date in yellow to show that that's like the key information that I need to remember, and then I just use white to write the other general knowledge, and that is how I use my Cornell note-taking method and all my colours. Okay, so next up, I'm going to show you how I do these little boxes. You can see there's one right up there in the top right-hand corner. First off, I just pick a color. This is quite simple, but it took me quite a while. Then I click the little shape button up the top there, and then you just have to outline around what you want to be in the box. It is quite basic, but I just thought I'd show you guys just because it is really handy for key information. Then another thing that I do is just highlight around an image. This is so simple, but I still thought I would show you. So first off, you just import an image using the image button. I decided to pick a photo of me eating cake in history because why not? It's a vibe. I just thought, let's pick a photo. Then you click the pen tool and click a color and change it to the highest possible size, which is, I think 4, I believe is the biggest size. Then you literally just trace around the photo, and it just kind of makes your image pop more, and everything just stands out a bit better. Hello everyone. So like literally always, I forgot to make an intro. I literally always forget to make intros for some reason, unless I do like a sit down video. I'm just stupid. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that it's quite hard to like describe how you make notes, because everybody's different and like, I don't know, it's quite a hard video to make, but I still hope you enjoyed it. I really hope it gave you some inspiration. If you have any questions related to how I take notes, or any sort of question at all, leave them down below and I will answer them. I hope that you will have a really good day and a really good week, and I hope that I see you all in my next video. Bye!